Show.
To go to another level, just try to learn and hear something new. So make the change today. So don't procrastinate and see your business grow and change. So check out Testing Results, yeah, with Toni Harris Taylor. Toni Harris Taylor. Testing Results, oh yeah, with Toni Harris Taylor. Yeah.
Welcome to the Drastic Results with Toni Harris Taylor Show. Today, let's talk digital marketing. You know, I'm listening to a book called Fanatical Prospecting, and that book is all about having the courage to make phone calls and pick up the phone. But what I'm learning is most entrepreneurs hate the phone, myself included. And we want to do it digitally. And I agree that digital marketing is a great way to build your business when done right. Can I say it again? When done right. You can waste a lot of money doing digital marketing strategies that don't produce results. The basic thing you need for digital marketing is a website. And so today's guest, Mrs. Arba Cooper out of Buffalo, New York, is going to talk to us about the power of websites and creating websites that actually convert to leads. But if you don't do the website thing correctly, you're wasting your time and your money. Digital marketing also covers your social platforms. Here's the other thing you need to be aware of. With social media, you don't own it. I'm in a coaching group, and someone in the group posted that her Facebook was shut down for what she can see, no good reason. What they said was not legitimate. And guess what? There was nobody to talk to. Y'all don't own those social platforms. And while I love social media and it's brought me thousands of dollars, if you're not building your email list, you own that. That's yours. Even if you put it in a system, you can export it anytime and upload it to a different system. So you have to have control over the contacts that mean the most to you. So today we're going to talk digital marketing with our guest expert and my client, Mrs. Arba Cooper. We'll be right back.
International speaker, marketing and sales coach, owner of Network in Action franchise, TV talk show host. I help entrepreneurs get known, get connected, get paid to make six figures and beyond. This is Toni Harris Taylor.
She got me really motivated.
I learned something that I could immediately put to use.
Register today to get the connections you
76% of warm referrals actually close. Are you getting all the referrals that you want? My name is Toni Harris Taylor, and I am the community builder with Network in Action Northeast Houston. I bring business owners together to help them to build relationships to bring each other more leads. If you're interested in getting more leads for your business, contact me at NIA-Northeast-Houston.com.
All right. Well, we're going to talk digital marketing today with my guest, Arba Cooper out of Buffalo, New York, the digital technologist. Welcome, Arba.
Thank you, Toni, for having me.
Well, thank you for saying yes. And I'm just super excited to introduce you to everybody. So the first thing is, how did we meet?
Well, we met. I actually heard you speak on a SCORE webinar, and you talked about networking. And that's when I was considering starting a networking group. And once I actually started it, I went back and found your information, and I was like, I need coaching. Simple as that.
Wonderful. Well, I am so glad you went back and found me. Back to the point I was making in the opening, you were on my email list. So it was easy to find me because we had emailed each other. So Arba, tell everybody in your own words, you're the digital technologist. What does that mean?
That means that, number one, I have a love for technology, so I'm not afraid of it. And I have been in technology all my life. And I really mean that ever since grade school, I actually got a full scholarship to Howard University because of my academics. And then I worked for Hewlett Packard for 12 years as an engineer. And then I used my technology as around 2000, when the whole .com started happening. I kept my pulse on technology and really learned it and loved it. And the thing about it is I also love to teach, mentor, train. And so digital technologist means that I take the technology, simplify it, and help others to be more comfortable and learn how to be effective with it.
So I didn't know we had this in common. I used to work at Hewlett Packard. It was one of my very first jobs, but yeah, I didn't know we had that in common. Yeah. So, okay. So you do have a true love for technology. Now you typically lead with websites. So I really want to talk about websites today. Okay. You know, I don't think I meet an entrepreneur where I say, what's your website? And they say, oh, it's not up to date, but here it is. Nobody loves their website. So talk to me about, first of all, why is a website still important today? And what are some of the things entrepreneurs need to know when it comes to having a successful website?
Okay. Well, first I want to explain that there's a similarity, in my opinion, today between a website and a landing page, because you'll have some people that will like plug their ears when you say website because they only use funnels and landing pages. So let's first say that I'm talking about both because they both have a similar objective. So with websites, 20 years ago, when I started designing websites, where they were then and where they are today has totally changed. In that websites, when you went to someone's websites, you were just inundated with a whole lot of information. It was almost just like a fire hose of blah, here's everything, that I do. Whereas today, the reason websites and landing pages are becoming one and the same is that people are understanding that you have to be more specific and have a clear call to action to help guide your prospects along a journey when they land on your website or your landing page.
Okay, very good. And thank you for making the distinction between the two. Regardless, as small business owners, we need that digital footprint on the internet. So what are some of the challenges that or mistakes that you've seen entrepreneurs make when it comes to putting their content onto a website?
I think the number one mistake is they really don't take time to create their marketing strategy. They really don't take time to understand. And a lot of this I'm learning in the coaching I'm getting with you. They don't develop their market dominating position. They don't know their unique selling proposition. They don't understand who their target market is. And then they don't have the clear call to action. So that's the biggest mistake, is they need to take time to develop all of that before they start trying to create a website.
Yes, all what she said. Absolutely. And your website needs to speak to the pain of the client, so that they can say, oh yeah, this person is for me. Correct. And when you are doing websites, you have a quick turnaround, which makes you different, makes you unique, your market dominant. What is your turnaround typically?
First of all, I have a process. It's an 8-step process.
Okay.
And the first, and by the time they get to this point, that's why I know I can do this turnaround. my 8-step process is first they choose a template, or they can look at my portfolio. I've designed over 300 websites personally in the last 20 years. So you're going to find something you like from my templates or my portfolio. Then next, to do a quote or request a quote. And that's where you're telling me, so we get a clear communication. Am I doing a 5-page website or a 20-page website? Is there going to be e-commerce on here? Are you going to have videos? So I need to know. And also that helps the person flush out what it is that they want for a website. And then third is I'll send a quote. I'll send an estimate based on what you told me that you wanted. Okay. So again, we'll have a clear communication. This is what you told me you wanted. This is how much I'll charge for it. Okay. Then the fourth stage is where I have an online website worksheet. And this is where I've learned over the years to help flush out this content that is needed. And so all they have to do is fill out the form. Here's what I at least need. I at least need to know your about, what are your main products and services, the information that they have. And that helps them learn to collect what is needed. Okay. And then after that stage, which usually takes the longest, because that's where they realize, oh, I really don't have everything I need or should have to call myself doing a website. After they supply that, that's when payment is made. And so after payment is made, because I've received everything I need, then my turnaround time is 2 weeks when they will get a preview of their website.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So many people have nightmare stories about getting their website done. Mm-hmm. And, when you're doing a website, for those of you who are watching, you don't want to just throw something up there. So I love that she has a process for this website. Well, we're going to take a quick break and we're going to go uncover the other side of who you are, which is a networking franchise owner. So let's take a quick break and we'll be right back with Arba Cooper.
I'm Arba Cooper, the digital technologist. I have personally designed over 300 unique websites since 1999. Now I'm at the point in my life that I love to teach what I've learned to help entrepreneurs be more successful along their business journey. Just Google me to see my experience of using web design best practices that I'm going to show you in this presentation. Now, if you already have a website, are working on your website, or haven't created your website yet, I guarantee you will learn something valuable to help you turn more website visitors into leads.
Yay, I love that. I love that. I really love the picture in the picture. Give us the tip. How did you do that?
Well, first of all, it was from a guest that attended one of your networking mixers meetings. And it's really simple. It's actually in Zoom, where when you share a screen, you have the option, and everybody knows the standard one, share screen, and you're just showing your whatever's on your desktop. But if you choose advanced, then there's something that says share within a PowerPoint. So that's how you do it.
That is so interesting. You learned that from somebody that was at my meeting. And guess what? I learned that from somebody who was at your meeting. So
oh, that's true.
You remember that?
I do. Yes.
So tell us about the other side of your business, NLX Exchange.
Yes. Actually, I don't use the term of calling it a networking group. Yeah. Because I realize that there are so many networking groups. And when I started, I just felt it was a little strange to tell people to join my group and only had 2 people. So what I realize is the value that I bring is everybody needs marketing help. And I love to teach. So my group is really called a business and a business development group, where it's a mastermind group. And it doesn't matter if 2 people show up, 3 people, or 10 people. So what I do is I prepare discussion questions that will help everyone with their marketing, as well as because people are sharing what their business is, what they do, then they're also networking. And that's what I do. And it's called Vision Doers. So I'm looking for people that have a clear vision about what they want and will do what it takes to get there.
Oh, I love that. So can anybody visit Vision Doers? And if so, how do they register?
Yes, anyone can visit. You can visit 2 times as a guest to check us out, or just learn what we're doing. And you can go to visiondoers.com. And you can see the list of topics. I show like a month ahead of time the topics that we're going to be discussing. So you can choose whichever 2 topics you'd like to pop in on.
Well, I always ask these 2 questions. So the first one is, how has networking helped you grow in your business?
Oh my God. So what was funny is when I did start my networking franchise, as I explained, I had no idea. I really, other than natural or organic networking, I'll call it, prior to COVID, I mean, as you can see, I'm not a shy person. So I have no problem talking and getting to know people, but I didn't really know networking was a whole business, And so when I decided to purchase the franchise, and I knew my purpose was to have it to be more of a training group, then I was like, well, how do I do this networking part of it? And that's actually when I reached out to you and really learned there's a whole art to it. So I actually was not liking it at first, because I especially did not like the breakout rooms, and you're in there either one-on-one with somebody, and that person's like trying to just pitch you their service or product, or then you'd be in a room and maybe there's 3 people, and then you have somebody that's like dominating the conversation, or because they know the other person. So I used to be like, okay, I got to figure this out. So the more I started actually getting coaching from you, thankfully, and really learning that it's relationship building. And I love that part of it. And so then therefore, if I am in a room with someone who's just trying to pitch me, or whatever, it didn't bother me as much, because I said, that's not somebody I'm trying to build a relationship with,
Right. Right.
And then if I'm in a room with more than just the 2 of us, and it's 3, then that's when I'll learn how to say something more engaging to get in the. So where are you from?
Right. So yeah, and I'm so happy because you're working with some of my clients to get their website up, and that all comes from relationship building.
Yeah.
I trust you, and I'm like, you just need to talk to Arba, and it's right there. The sale is done, but it's because the networking piece and the relationship building is there. So my second question is, what's the biggest drastic step you've taken in your business?
Oh my goodness. In the coaching group that I'm in with you, I heard you say to some of the other women in the group to do an event. And so I was like, well, I used to do events in the past, but that was when everything was in person. And I used to do like these bridal shows in another life. So I said, you know what? I need to do an event. I'm coming up. March will be my 1-year anniversary for Vision Doers. And we've been virtual. We've been just mainly virtual. And I finally said, I want to do an event, but I have members who are not in the Buffalo area. Thank God. But because Buffalo is different. And so I'm going to do a hybrid event in March. and you're coming to it. I'm so glad. And for anyone who may be watching from the Buffalo area, Sheila Brown, WUFO owner of WUFO, will be the keynote speaker. And it's pretty drastic because honestly, I don't have the funds right now to do it, but I know it's going to happen, and I know it's going to be great.
Awesome. Well, my coaching is let's go get some exhibitors and some sponsors so that you can use their funds to pay for the event. Well, I'm proud of you that you are making that happen. If you're interested in the event, is the registration page up yet?
Right now I have a save the date. I finally got the layout of the event facility of how many 6-foot tables I can have in there. And I can only have 16 6-foot tables. So that means 16 in-person exhibitors. But remember, I'm going to do those virtual exhibitors as well. So, and I've decided it's going to be exclusive. So I don't want 2 jewelry people, 2 insurance agents.
Okay.
So yes, if you go to visiondoers.com, I have a save your spot form on there right now. And I'm developing the full form where it'll have all the details. But you can at least save your spot, especially if you're somebody that it's a competitive spot. You want to save your spot now. Thank you. Yeah, visiondoers.com.
Excellent. Well, Arba, I'm so proud of you. You are drastic and you're like my twin. I can't wait to meet you in person.
I know.
We've never met in person, but I'm looking forward to coming and supporting you there at the event. So thank you so much. And I love you. And we'll be right back with my final thoughts.
Are you a busy business owner that feels invisible and you are not making the money you deserve? My name is Toni Harris Taylor with Drastic Results Coaching. I'm a leading marketing and sales coach who teaches service-based entrepreneurs how to magnetically attract their ideal clients to make more money now. If you are ready to get drastic results in your business, contact Toni at 713-387-9273. Remember, take a drastic step today for a fantastic tomorrow.
All right. Isn't Arba a ball of energy? She fits right in with our community. And I really love the work that she does and her heart and passion for helping you be successful with your digital marketing, starting with the foundation of a website. So that was an awesome conversation. I'd like to share with you that I have a webinar coming up. It is called, Is Your Networking Not Working? Is Your Networking Not Working? And it's February 23rd, so we have a little bit of time, but the landing page is up. The landing page is bit.ly/networking not working webinar, and that each word is capitalized. Anyway, we'll put that up later, but just stay tuned that we have a webinar, Is Your Networking Not Working? You're going to learn the strategies that I teach my high-paying clients to get their business growing and take their business to the next level using relationship selling. So I'm super excited about that. My coach has challenged me to do a webinar. Guess what, coaching clients? You're going to do a webinar. So there you go. I am so glad that you took the time to watch us, engage with us. If you need to meet with me, connect with me at meetwithtoniharristaylor.com. Schedule one-to-one. Let me see how I can help you to grow your business. This is Toni Harris Taylor saying take a drastic step today for a fantastic tomorrow. Bye.